The knock came at the door of the inn late one night. Imagine one whooped innkeeper who had been burning the candle at both ends. The census crowd had packed Bethlehem, and the innkeeper had finally locked the doors for the night. It's time for bed. Until the knock. He shuffled his feet through the dark and made his way to the door, opening it with just the slightest of cracks. And he peered out to see a young couple. Looking a little closer, he saw that the woman, she was very pregnant. She was about to give birth. But the rooms were full, and it was late. And they didn't look very special. And the innkeeper had to decide whether or not he would find room for them or not. Same for us. John's rendition of the birth of Christ comes in a few short words. John says, the Word, Logos, became flesh and made his dwelling among us. Now, Greek hearers understood the word Logos as the representation of God. The essence of God was found in his Word. Well, the Hebrew readers, they perked up at John's message too. And John writes, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. He took the ends of that first sentence of his book with the phrase, in the beginning. And they knew it as the words that began the first book of the Torah, of Genesis. See, John writes about beginnings. John writes about God's very representation dwelling among us. And he writes to tell us that we've got the same decision to make as the innkeeper. Will we find a place for Jesus in our lives, or will we send him away? Some send him away because he looks too plain. There's nothing special about him. Don't make that mistake. Jesus comes to familiar places like our home, to those intimate places of our heart. Some send him away because life's crowded. We've all got demands and deadlines that we've got to deal with, and we're just not sure if we've got room for him or if we want to make room for him. But Jesus only comes to give what he's already done. He desires to give us forgiveness. And some send him away because they think it's too late. They've already done too much that can't be forgiven. They've already gone too far off the path. But you know what? It's never too late. Not with the one who comes and makes his dwelling among us. Really, you only need to open the door. Amen?